Well, episode 7 confirmed a little continuity error that began right at the end of episode 6. Thrawn asking about Ahsoka Tano. Now at the end of episode 6, he says this.
I want to know her background, history, home world, her master, everything.
Yes, Grand Admiral.
Then he confirms his continuity error in episode 7.
Her master was General Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
But this really doesn't make sense because he already knows this information. So it's either just an oversight by Dave Filoni, or he's just trying to bring in the audience, assuming a lot of people haven't read the new canon trilogy. You see, he knows all about Ahsoka. He already knows who her master is. Even though it was about 30 years ago, he wouldn't have forgotten this information. In fact, one of his favorite battle tactics he learned from Ahsoka. Thrawn met Anakin and Padme back just before the end of the Clone Wars. Padme had gone missing as she was searching for one of her handmaidens, Duja, who had just discovered a secret cortosis factory on a planet called Mokivja. Thrawn came to the known galaxy during this time on a mission to steal a shield generator. This was a technology that was pretty foreign to the Chiss, at least as one as powerful as this. The shield generator he's looking to steal is located near this same cortosis factory, so he helps Anakin rescue Padme, which also helps his own mission. Now when they're making their escape from the factory, Anakin runs off after some battle droids. He tells Padme and Thrawn that he's going to be a one-man Marg Sable. Now, naturally curious, Thrawn asks what this exactly means. So what Padme tells him is that the Marg Sable was a battle tactic developed by Anakin's former apprentice, Ahsoka Tano. This is where a warship turns its hangar bay away from its attacker and launches its fighters unseen. They stay in the ship's visual shadow while they form up and accelerate to attack speed. Then they come around their ship from all sides, attacking the enemy from every direction at once. So Padme tells Thrawn that Ahsoka named it the Marg Sable maneuver after a Togruta flower from Sheely that opens up its petals in a sunburst shape every morning. Thrawn even adopts this tactic and uses it a few times against the Grisks in the 3rd book of the trilogy just before the Battle of Lothal in the series finale of Rebels. So yes, this was 30 years ago, but it's not likely that Thrawn would forget this at all because he uses the Marg Sable as one of his favorite battle tactics. So him just learning now who Ahsoka's master is doesn't really make sense unless it's just Dave wanting to show the audience who hasn't read the books who Thrawn is and how he operates and strategizes in battle. Now on a side note, the actual origin of the Marg Sable was originally mentioned in the Heir to the Empire trilogy by Timothy Zahn, who also wrote the new canon trilogies. Now I highly recommend reading all 6 of the canon novels. It shows Thrawn's backstory with the Chiss ascendancy, as well as Thrawn's time when he first joins the Empire right up to the events of the Rebels finale. But I mean, really, to be honest, even if it is a mistake, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Whether he already knows Anakin was Ahsoka's master and what her homeworld is, or he just learns it now from Morgan, the idea is pretty much the same. Thrawn is known for using that type of information, things like history, art, and philosophies to figure out battle tactics and fighting styles of his opponents. Now Dave has been known to retcon or ignore events in books, so I'm just guessing that Thrawn asking Morgan Elsbeth for this information is just a way for Filoni to bring in viewers who haven't read the Thrawn books. And it shows Thrawn's method of obtaining information, analyzing it, then predicting what his opponent's tendencies and reactions are going to be. And since Thrawn has spent quite a bit of time with Anakin, learning about his way of fighting, his motivations during the Clone Wars, he was able to figure out who Vader was when they went out to the unknown regions on a mission for the Emperor right around the beginning of season 4 of Rebels. Now, if you're curious to see the full story on how Thrawn met Anakin and then later went on a mission with Vader to the unknown regions, click here to see that and Thrawn's history with the Empire. Thank you guys so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.